Okie dokie. We are completely live with this retro video game phenomenon. Oh my god, that's right. It's gonna out the fact that I've played this game before. And we don't want to do that. We don't want to continue. We want to start over in this anime game. Also, let me go back to my channel. So, I predicted Akiba's Strip would get copyright claimed, and because of the anime opening, and but so did Battlefield Hardline. But that makes sense because of all the music. So those games could fuck off. But then, let's see if this screws us over. So what is this game? No, I don't know. I've had this for a long time. I tried playing it twice. I don't have anything more to add to that. Well, to be fair, the second time, like, it didn't load my save from the cloud because I was playing offline, so I had to start over. And now we're just gonna do it again. So this is a Shining game, which I was originally going to stream Shining Force maybe every day for the past 3.5 weeks, but I just don't want to hook up my Sega Genesis. So instead, we're gonna play not Shining Force. I think this is either a PS2 or a PS3 game. It's now on the Xbox One. I don't know why I have this game, but I appreciate the artwork on the cover. The artwork of these games is done by someone who doesn't really make your normal type of video game or mangas. This one is a PS3 game? Okay. I just know that this is when we first got it. For some reason, they decided to localize it. I don't know what... Okay. Yeah, we can do original mode. I don't know anything like that. There you go. Reflected on all save data. But yeah, I wish I did do Shining Force, but again, I don't have my... I have it right here. I got my Genesis right here. I just need to plug it in. I've got my oh, I've got a solution for Harvest Moon also. Yeah, this is the Xbox One port, yeah. There's a few... I was reminded that this existed because of Project X Zone. Not that this game has anything to do with that, but there's Shining characters in it from a Shining game I've never fucking heard of. What is this game? Shining Resonance. Refrain. Oh, this game's not... I mean, it's old, but it's not that old. It came out in 2014 originally. Okay. But yes, we are in our hentai video game. Our arrow gay. I remember playing about half an hour both times. The gameplay is fine, but it's not like, wow, I want to play this. But it's not like Akiba's Strip. So... Holy shit. It's got fucking camera control. This game technically, I mean, it kind of looks like it too. Same arrows are in the Surge. And, Atelier... Chalet? Can we jump? No. This game sucks. We can't jump. How do I get... Okay, there we go. It feels like we should be able to jump. Jumping is what made, like, Fairy Fencer F the greatest game ever made. I'm taking the piss, but Fairy Fencer F is a good game. So... Another one I found that I have the game, Dragon Star Vayner. I have that game 3 times. I got it originally on the PS4, that's where I beat it. I got it on PC for some reason, but now I was digging around my Switch stuff, and I have it fucking there too. I was like, man, okay, if I lose a Dragon Star Vayner, I have backups. I've got the spin-off too. I also have that on Switch. And I didn't know I had that on Switch. So, the next Battlefield Hardline will probably be tonight. I'm fixing on trying Return of the King again. So Battlefield Hardline might be tomorrow night. I'm just buying some time until it's time for fucking Return of the King. This game expects me to read. So if people don't know what Shining is a RPG franchise originally by Camelot. What did they make the first one? The dungeon crawler. I know they made Shining Force. Shining Force is the important one. so Shining Force is the one that counts. I know Grasshopper also made a couple entries. It's a very strange, like, Sega property in that I don't know what the deal is with it. So yeah, Camelot, they made the original. If it's not Camelot, but even if it was Camelot, the original is a classical dungeon crawler. Oh, we have stamina or something? Yeah, we have stamina. But then the strategy RPGs are what became really popular. And they are really good. Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, I forget. There's so many Shining games. For a franchise you would think would be dead, there is a lot of them. As people really only remember the Shining Force portion, like the Genesis games, like the Game Gear game that got remade for the Sega CD, and the Saturn, like, was it 2 or 3 games? Because we only got the one in that whole, like, arc. There's a lot of them. So if you're like, oh, is this gonna be a spoiler on Shining? I have no clue, and that's fine. This is like Shining in the Darkness was the first one. Let me see here. It was made by Climax. Holy fuck. That's brutal. Climax, rest in peace. They made Steel Princess. I was gonna stream that one. And all the Steel Princess fans out there, all the all the OGs. Shining Force. Oh yeah, I've played Shining Tears. Was that? I think that was the first one with what Tony Taka, right? Whatever his name is. Fucking climax, man. Let me look here. Oh yeah, there's 3 parts to Shining Force 3, and we got the first part of that. This is a huge epic, and we only got 1/3 of that fucking game. Okay, Shining Soul was made by Grasshopper. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have Shining Tears. I think I was gonna stream that also. I was gonna do all these Shining games and never did. Never hit. Never plugged them in. Never hit. Go live. I was like, yeah, I should fucking do this. But and it was funny. Oh, I did. Okay, that makes sense. I probably because. I streamed a ton of games as like brief tests, so I probably did do that one. That's why you need generational waifus like Fire Emblem. It's like. But what was kind of funny is the other day I was playing I was testing out. Not for Jesus, first-person shooters, tournament fighters, and I was playing Blade Arcus, and I was like, oh, this won't work. There's no real story mode. So yeah, I probably sound like very ambivalent towards Shining, but no, I played a lot of them. Just I have never played much of them. If that makes sense. My average completion rate is probably like 4%. You know, like Yakuza had proper harem routes. What else? I know Persona 3 is like the the unintentional gold standard. Fable. Shoto.
ご心配なく我々はソニア様と騎士団長殿に鍛えられた精鋭ですよ。分かったわ。みんな幸運を。大丈夫。心配しないで。さあ、私についてきて。上の方からも外に出られるの。
Okay, we're gonna get to the part where I about always quit the game, which I might do again here because, you know, Return of the King is coming. And again, this game is just so like my problem with this game is Tales exists. You're going to get a Tales game when this game came out, you about got a Tales game every other year, you know? So, you know, play Tales. But this game might be really good, and I just haven't given it a shot. But that's where, like, and honestly, that's kind of like the complaint you can have against all the Shining games, except for Shining Force. Because, like, yeah, is Fire Emblem or Langriser actually better than Shining Force? That's a real hard sell, because Shining Force is really good. But all these other ones, like, there are better alternatives. There's better, like, dungeon crawlers. There's better... God, what was the one? They're weird fucking games. It was like a... like there's that Shining... There's this Sega Saturn one that's like a really shitty Zelda clone. It's like... It looked kind of neat, but not for a Saturn game. But like so it's like this interesting series where you have like how do I explain Shining Force 3? 5 really great games, and then the rest are like, oh, all right. It's like, yeah, I don't want to say it's a bad game, but again, it's like play Ys or play Zelda, you know. Especially now, there's a million Ys games. Like I think it's Shining Wisdom is the name, but I might be wrong. Oh, Shining Wisdom might be a different one. Okay. And the Grasshopper ones, like, I've never played them, so I can't really say. Look at that. I played this on launch. 45 minutes is how far I made it. I called it. I probably played it, I was like, okay, I'll come back to this, and then, you know, never did. That's kind of also the exercise with streaming, was because that way I'll play through some of these games and see what they're more like. I was actually going to do a System Shock today, but then I was like, I don't want to play that game. Let's do this game instead. I saw the artwork and I was like, yeah, that's how this game gets you. The artwork looks nice. I'll pull up all these Shining games. There were so many of them, but this is like kind of the last one. Yeah, well, no. Blade Arcus. No. This is the last one because Blade Arcus kept getting re-released. This is a re-release also, and there was also a re-release of Blade Arcus after this. But this came out after Blade Arcus. And I have an arcade cabinet with the Sega Ring Edge, and it's on there alongside like Guilty Gear, Exert, and Dead or Alive 5. So this is the last one. It's so I haven't made a new installment in 11 years. So it's essentially a dead franchise at this point, unless we get more like another Blade Arcus, but I don't know what's going on with fighting games in general. You know? Is this game quiet? This game is kind of quiet. Why is this game quieter than the others? Yeah. It seems like Sega are such giant fuck-ups, right? Because yeah, this game originally came out in 2014, right? It's like, okay, probably wasn't a big hit. You know what became huge around that time? Like 2012, Fire Emblem Awakening came out, and then Fates. So why didn't Sega greenlight a Shining Force 4? It made money. You know? Instead they make shitty Sonic games. And they're driving Yakuza into the ground. Whatever, it's fine. I'm not salty at all. It's like
ウェルラントから来たドラグナーといえばお分かりいただけますか？
ウェルラントのドラグナー？まさか南方第7部隊を一人で壊滅させたっていう。
そのようなこともありましたでしょうか。詳しくは覚えていませんが。
Like Sega's like, we got no budget. Cool, make a strategy RPG. It's like, I mean,
というな。はい、そう使ってどうするか。
戦いをお望みというのな
I've
ら
been seeing like screenshots and videos of the new Yakuza remake, and they like the city skylines missing in a lot of shots.
ド
The
アの眠りが
the lighting's
安
fucked
らか
up.
であるように
They changed the ending to Yakuza 3. Like, okay,
全員の歌を受け継ぎ
good, good. Whatever.
切り方はあるな。
敵襲だ。
It's like, Yakuza 3 is like the first real one I played, so I'm not. It's like, that's great. You like, I know it was like the black sheep, but still, don't make it worse. It's like, why are you guys doing this to me? The first Yakuza game I actually played was Dead Souls. Alright. Oh shit. I'm getting shot. Okay, this is gonna be fun.
やりましたね。
This game is gonna be more hardcore than Stranger of Paradise. Like around that, like, we got Langreiser remake, so you know that those guys gave it a shot. Why didn't Sega? What the fuck? Dead Souls is amusing. That's where you got to play as Najima for the first time. You can play as the actual protagonist of Yakuza 2. His name escapes me. It's like. Honestly, I was rooting for him in that video game by the
ま
end.
だでしょうか。時間がかかりすぎていますね。これはやはり正門からの脱出をやめ第2案を採用したということでしょうか。だとすればこちらも施設内には入れませんね。別ルートで合流地点に向かいましょう。
I know it's kind of funny that they kind of they did that pirate spin-off, so that in a way is kind of a spiritual successor as regards to wackiness, but I don't know anything about that one. So I imagine it doesn't, because Dead Souls is a weird shooter, right? I don't know how to explain Dead Souls. It's also short. But that's fine. It didn't overstay its welcome. And it had the, what's her face from Kill Bill in it. It's Kill Bill fans.
聞こえてるよ。
どうやら状況はあまり芳しくないようだな。
このままじゃまた捕まるかもしれない。
ならばなぜ剣を抜かぬ。お前には自らの身を守る力があるのだぞ。
それは嫌だ。それぐらいだった
I
ら
feel like Dead Souls would be a good stream game.
ここから出たくない。
I know I did the first Yakuza and I wasn't going to do another one, but I might do that and maybe the first Sengoku era spin-off, because I have that on PS3, the untranslated one. I might fumble around in that one of these days.
別に殺されるわけじゃない。時々変な実験に利用されるのを我慢すればいい。みたい。そうさ。それで
Anime as fuck right now.
我慢すれば。
Akiyama's a fun guy.
ちょっとあなた大丈夫？
I forget it comes out. That game came out after 3, right? Because Akiyama's in it. Did it come out after 4? I assume it came out after 4. It's just like I picture that in 3 as like a unit, but they're not. It's like 4 in that.
心ここにあらずって感じだったけど。
なんでもないよ。 それより衛兵が。
そうね。でもあと少しだけ持ちこたえれば仲間が来てくれるはずなの。
She looks like she could belong in Luminous Arc
それまで
as part of the Thought
あなたは
Patrol.
私が守るから安心して。
分かったよ、ソニアさん。
さんはいらないわ。ソニアって呼んで。
うん、ソニア。あれ、なんだろうこの気持ち。
I remember getting it because it was like $12 at Walmart, and I was like, hell yeah, fucking PS3 game for cheap.
ユウマ危ない、離れて。
ユウマよ、本当にこのままで良いのか。
I'm looking at while this is happening. Let me see this. There's a the Shining Force Cross is a weird arcade game. I tried figuring out if I could play it, but I couldn't. I mean, I might be able to, but I couldn't figure it out. Is what I'm saying.
何が言いたいんだ。
What is the setting connection between games?
ただの足手まとい、戦いの傍観者。お前は本当にそれで構わぬのかと言っているのだ。
Unknown. Neverland. What did Neverland make? It says Neverland made a couple.
お前と変わらぬ年
Let me just click on Neverland. What did they do? Flight plan. Also, holy shit.
武器を取り、戦っている。
And Neverland.
ただ見守るた
They
め。
did Shining Force Neo. Okay. Did we? Oh, we did get that one. October 20th, 2005.
それを心苦しくは思わぬのか。
それはもちろん思うさ。まさかあの力を使えっていうのか。それはさっき断ったはずだぞ。
Neverland. Anybody who doesn't know, Neverland, they were the guys who made Lufia and the Rune Factory games.
かつてお前が自らの中に封印した。
So they're vaguely no, not vaguely. They are important to like JRPGs. As like Lufia and Lufia 2 aren't insignificant. But at this point, people don't really remember them because they don't talk about those games that much. But at the time, they were, you know, we got if they made it out of Japan, they were important. I'll put it that way because, you know, that's really the barometer. Unless it's like Draken. No one knows Draken. Draken's not very influential, I wouldn't say.
分かったよ。こういう。
But as far as like the proliferation of JRPGs in the early 90s, Lufia is important. Not turbo important, but honestly at the time, probably as important as say like something like Earthbound. People are like, what the fuck are you talking about? Earthbound is more important later, like it gained popularity like it did okay at first. Its popularity came later, but as far as how, like, that coalescence of JRPGs, that's what you're looking at with Lufia and Lufia 2. Kind of like Lunar. Maybe not as big as Lunar, maybe bigger, but I don't know. I feel like Lunar had more fans at the time. But it's kind of like that. You had those games, and then a step above, you had Phantasy Star, and a step above that, you had Final Fantasy. But nobody seems to talk about Lufia anymore. Lufia, like Illusion of Gaia and Soul Blazer, I'll put them on that like tier list. That's kind of like what we're looking at. People do talk about like ActRaiser, but those games, you know. All right, Yuma. This is a huge tangent. It's just like the time. Nowadays, the only important one is Earthbound. I'm not to throw shade at Earthbound, but Earthbound is a different audience. I guess, I don't know. Yeah, Soul Blazer, Actraiser, Illusion of Gaia, Terranigma. We didn't get Terranigma. Europe got it though, right? Yuma. Yeah, these guys. Oh, they also did the Record of Lodoss War game. Oh, Record of Lodoss War, the video game, is like a Diablo clone. I kind of want to play that. I think that's what that Shining Force game is too, right? What's Shining Force Exa? I haven't heard of that one. Oh, that's the one from Project Exile. Okay. I think. No, they there's a hot chick on the tower.
Dragon.
My God, Dragon. I'm just kind of like looking at the developers. Camelot was important too, of course. They're still around. Flight Plan. They made some interesting games. It says they made Shining Force Feather for the DS. But they made the Summon Night games. I think they made what? Yeah, Black Matrix. I have one of those on the Saturn. I don't know why. And the Flight Plan was one of those companies that were making PS2 games up until the end. Like really late. I think their last game was a PS2 game, which is fucking rad. But, you know, and it's not like 2006, it's like 2010 or 11. No, is she that alternate like campaign waifu? Oh really? Damn, that doesn't count then. How long do you think Sonya works on her hair and outfit before she goes on a rampage? What about Yuma's skincare routine? Do you think he has a lot of makeup on? I know this is a PS3 game on the Xbox One, but it would look good for a PS2 game. I know this sounds like I'm throwing shade, but it looks simple. It looks like I mentioned before that era, like Arna Surge or Fairy Fencer, and but this is a Sega game. I'll cut Idea Factory more slack, and Gus more slack, you know, because we had Valkyria Chronicles. That game looked really good.
ウェルラントのドラグナー
It's
にし
an elf.
竜と心を通わせ
We
る
can't trust elves.
ディーバマギ
Rock and stone.
キリカとはアルマ。
キリカ間に合ってよかったわ。
That's
で
good.
もどうなる
Yeah.
ことかと。
でしょうね。相手が伝説に語られたドラグマキナとそれを刺激する帝国のドラグナーともなれば。
この子はキリカ。
Yeah, her name is painful to say.
また。
どうかなさいましたか？
いや、なんでもない。
ほう、オリジナルの歌巫女か。これは面白い。その力じっくりと見せてもらおう。トリシューラ、かかれ。
Yeah, that was loud. Fuck.
わかりません。
Also, keep in mind, anybody out there, I'm using the Hyperkin Duke controller for this, because I'm a fucking badass. Alright, who are we playing? Yuma? Oh my god, the break attacks. Whoever invented break attacks, you know, fucking relax, don't do it next time. I just think of fucking Persona. I change characters. I can give them orders. Oh, it's just like it's just like a little expansion, like some FPS shit. Then I might have to skip that. Then I don't know. I don't know if it'd be worth playing through this game twice like that. If I do, it'd just be a different. I have a different playlist for that, I suppose. If I end up really liking this game, and I'm like, oh, I want to play through it again. Never see me coming.
オリジナルの歌巫女、どれほどの力を持っているかと思えば。
それなら期待通りの力であなたを打ち負かしてみせましょう。
ほう、面白い。
So now we're playing through twice. Damn. All right. It ain't no bullet witch.
重い。
I'm considering doing another Bullet Witch stream if I can get my Japanese 360 up and running. We're due for another Bullet Witch stream. Like I did the last one in one stream that was kick ass. Oh, okay.
どうした？ここまで来るがいい。足が動かない。我が
I
力
think this is as far as I've ever made it, which seems about
ど
right.
うやら口ほどにもない未熟者たちのようだ。未熟者ですって。ふざけないで。じゃあ自慢のドラゴンを倒されたあなたは何なの？倒された？トリシューラがか？
What?
何がおかしいの？トリシューラの力はこの程度のものではない。さあ、トリシューラ、立つがいい。おま。
Nice, she's playing her lance. It's fucking metal.
ドラゴンが立ち上がる。
これはアルモニクスとの共鳴ですか？
その通り。ドラゴンとアルモニクス
Dragon.
互いに力を与え合う。これこそがドラグナーの進化であろう。だったらもう一度倒すまでよ。 まだ式はくじけておらぬか。しかしお前たちは忘れているようだな。我が三本槍は鳥シ浦だけでは
Damn,
ない
no shit.
他の2層もいるということをな。
We should play Dragon Dragoon.
やれ。
I used to stream that game a lot. So.
たあいもない。
A Steam fan game?
しかしこの少年を連れ去ろうとしていたようだが何者なのだ。
He's lunch.
公女殿下ご無事で。
大事ない。それよりもこの
Use your
仕方ないさ。
use your
どうせ
use your power of being useless, Yuma.
おとなしく。
You know there's a Metroidvania
確かにお前は独房に戻され、研究材料として
Shin
扱わ
Megami
れる
Tensei
だ
game
け
that only existed for like a couple weeks. I have it somewhere. That was another one I was gonna stream. And now I just remembered that I was going to do that. I need to write this shit down. I have so many fucking games I just found randomly, like through research. And I'm like, what the fuck is that?
どういうこと？
ここの者たちにとってあの少女二人に利用価値はない。研究対象でも何でもない。
Another one I did some research on was a game I was going to get back in the day. It had a English release coming, but it ended up getting canceled because of supply issues. Now it's Vixen 357. So I need to find the English patch for that. But that's another Genesis game, and it's like, fuck, I'm not plugging that in. It's just like, actually, I don't know where the fucking whatever, my plugin for those are analogs.
方法はある。お前もそれは分かっているはずだぞ。
Never seen
ド
it
ラゴンの力を
coming.
使えっていうのか。ダメだ。そんなことをしたら助けるどころか。
嫌だというのなら我は一向に構わぬ。
I need to go select my files and stuff of shit I downloaded and organize them better.
我には関わりのないこと。言うが、お前もそれで構わぬのだろう。
それでいいわけがないだろう。あの二人を見殺しになんかできない。
なんだこれは。
He's got the power of some bullshit. He's got bullshit powers. Dion Wei would not be impressed. We didn't work hard for this power. We didn't build muscle. We didn't protect South for this.
なんだと。人がドラゴンに。
My God. Dragon.
ざめたというのか。信じられ
If anybody know, I bet you nobody knows what I'm referencing whenever I say that. It's like a reflex because I used to fuck with my friends and I would constantly quote Far Cry 3.
乗れっていうのね。
when the Komodo dragons would show up, the NPCs would be like, my god, it's a dragon, my god. And then they'd fucking die. That's fucking video game. Or my favorite line from that game was, bitch, give me the clap. Should have used a rubber.
鳥シウラ、ゲイボルグ、グングニル。あのドラゴンを逃がすな。おい。
We should all aspire to be Dion Wei. Let's be real. See, that's what's Omega Force. Probably intentionally. Let's be real. I was gonna say unintentionally, but they made like the most positive form of historical fiction. The historical fiction that makes you want to be a better person. that's Dynasty Warriors. After playing Dynasty Warriors, Guan Yu will also be your idol. True brotherhood. Thy name is Guan Yu.
あれが光竜。ユグドラシルの中で最も強大な力を持っていたという。ならばよい。今の命令は忘れろ。それなりの準備を整えてから。
These are 3 coward dragons. Excella, come on.
アルフヘイムに赴いて早々このような騒ぎに出くわすとはな。さて、これは吉兆なのか、それとも強兆なのか。
That whole Dion Wei arc was great because it lasted like 50 minutes. It was just like nice, self-contained.
大陸から離れた洋上に位置し、古く
It had everything, even well, this is what we're gonna do after we retire, and then he instantly dies.
かつてこの島に住むハイエルフ族は様々なルール
Yeah, I know they have statues of him all over the place. It's awesome. That's the power of Guan Yu. I mean, reading like literally like reading about him is awesome. Like
ドラゴンたちをも超える力を持った神が世界を作り変えようとしたためであった。ドラゴンたちとそれを
if he did 1/10 of what they claim he did, he was still fucking amazing. One of the greatest fighters ever.
世界中を巻き込む戦いとなっていった。数百年にわたる戦いの末にドラゴンたちが勝利し神を封じたが、その戦いによってほとんど全てのドラゴンが力を使い果たして滅び去った。またドラゴンと共に戦ったハイエルフ族たちも焦土と化したアルフヘイムの地を去り大陸へと移り住むことになった。今から1000年前に終結したこの戦いはラグナロク。
Also, it's kind of silly him. If he was so close to Liu Bei, he just assumed he was dead and joined his rivals. Kind of something, but you know, it's what it is.
人間たちが渡ってきた。彼ら入植者の手でアストリア王国が建国され、アルフヘイム全土を治めることになった。
Is that Minas Tirith? Is it time for Return of the King? The stream just like transitions into Return of the King. And we get stuck on that one level the entire time. People be like watching this stream and it's just me talking about 1,000 other games besides this one. And like you get the real super fan of this game, leaving me a fucking deserved hate comment, hate mail, death threats for me slagging this game. I should have streamed Dynasty Warriors 7. I was gonna do that the other day too. Instead, like yesterday, I was gonna do that, but that's what instead I did all those other games. Because I beat Quake 4. And I was like, oh shit. Because I don't want to go on the Dynasty Warriors off of that.
自らの体から生み出し、その恩恵を人々に与えたドラゴン。それこそがユーマに宿った光竜だった。光竜がアストリアに向かって飛び立ったこの時から物語は
Yeah, that's what's funny about the story. And it's like, I'm heading back to my master. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's probably, yeah, 45. I was slower this time. Alright, we're in up 2.
皇女殿下直々のご視察とは知らせをいただければお迎えに上がりましたものを。
視察ではない。
と申しますと、
我が帝国がアルフヘイム侵攻に着手してすでに8年、いやもうすぐ9年の時が流れようとしているにもかかわらず、未だ皇帝陛下父上のお望みが叶えられていないことに、父上は痛くご立腹だ。もはやこれ以上は待てぬ。速やかに成果を上げろと仰せ使い、この私が全権を委任されることになった。これよりアルフヘイム侵攻の指揮は私が引き継ぐ。貴公たち、教会特務騎士団ベイオウルフも我が指揮下に入る。
もと
Cut
我ら刻印教会の信徒一同、帝国の国教として陛下より厚きご信任を受けながらこの体たらくお詫びの申し上げようがございません。
詫びなどは必要ない。それよりも今後のことを考えるべき。
The text box is classy, I'll give it that. It's super fucking classy. Very fucking classy. That's attention to a proper attention to detail. Not attention to detail. It's proper skill and design of an interface that is now lost in modern times. That's what I'm sure. I said that in a really roundabout way. But no, it looks fucking good. It's nice and legible. I mean, it looks nice. It's clear. It doesn't clash with the game. 10 out of 10. It's the... Like, I'm probably sound like an ass, but it's really good. It probably easily is the best thing this game has done yet. Which I know all these. That's a low compliment, but no, it's really well done. Fonts are important, like, and just the design of the text box, because you know I've been playing games where you can't read shit, right? Or they look like shit. Hey, I don't want to harp on Magna Carta. I do kind of want to harp on Magna Carta, but like, yeah, that like this looks good. I'm not being sarcastic. This looks really good. 'Cause what was I playing? I was playing one game that was white text like this, but it was just like wasn't overlaid, right? So it was like white background, so you couldn't see shit. What was that? I'm pretty sure I was streaming it. Unless it was a Fire Emblem game. No, it wasn't. No, it was something though. Like normally they just go like black box, white text. This, they're like, we're gonna make it look nice.
そいつは本当に強えのか?
Like it's transparent, but you can still read it. Like honestly, like nothing but praise for this text box. It's really good. It's like this game might be 5 out of 10 at best, but this fucking text box is a 10 out of 10. Of course, this game might be a 7 or 8 out of 10, but as of now, just potentially, like this game has not breached 5 out of 10 yet, but the text box definitely has.
なあ、公女さん、教えてくれよ。あんたの連れてきたドラグマキナと交流はどっちが強えのかってことを。
我が三本槍と交流か。どちらが強いかはまだわからん。戦う前
You
に
know how like Stranger of Paradise had a very boring one that I had to turn off because it looked like shit. This game destroys that game. This text box.
そうかい。だったら少しは期待できる。
Me laughing doesn't make it sound sarcastic, but like, no, this is honestly surprisingly good text box. Average, that figures. Probably why it's the last one. Which weird that they remastered it and released it in English, but good for Sega. Good for them. It's less crazy than some random people translating Magna Carta, because that game did not work, and probably it wasn't actually released. If it got recalled. Imagine you're in South Korea, you're waiting for the next big game from Softmax. Alright, and you get Magna Carta, and you put it on your computer. You move 5 feet and the camera whips around and it's facing the ground. You're thrown into battle and instantly killed. You have to start the game over. What would you think in this situation? It's like, wow, this game is hardcore as hell. This game is so hardcore you can't see where you're going.
まあいい。今日のところは話はこれまでとしよう。細かい引き継ぎは明朝行う。良いな。
は、承知いたしました。ところで殿下、少々お待ちを。
Maybe Akiba's Trip was the one with really bad text box. No, it's just generic blue and white. It's fine. It does the job, but it's not this. Good timing, elf chick. Very, very good timing for me to say that.
お付きの者の一人もなしでは、さぞご不便でありましょう。この者に身の回りの世話をお命じください。
公女殿下、ベアトリスと申します。どうぞよろしく。
忍びの技を持つ者か。そのようなものがそばにおるのもまた面白かろう。わかった。お前に世話を頼むとしよう。
承知いたしました。
ではついてこ
い。わかっていますわ。
Like there are games I couldn't pick out anything that it excels in. But this game, this text box is like absurdly good. People are like thinking, are probably this guy's really taking the piss. It's like, no, I'm dead serious. It just sounds like a ridiculous thing to compliment, but no, interface is important. This 3DS looking game. shit, we went from talking to
痛い
talking.
のでももう大丈夫だよ
Do I hit A? That was auto playing.
これは
動いちゃダメじっとして傷が開いちゃうよ
ああ、そうか。僕は夢を見てるんだ。これはあの時のことか。
ダメだったらお願いおとなしくしてそんなに暴れたらまたそっか辛いんだねあそうだおまじないしてあげる
How come she couldn't think of that before? Come on, woman.
動いちゃダメだよそれじゃ始めるね
そうだった。あの時あの子はあれでもあの子って
気がつかれましたね光龍様
ここは
Your radiance. Very interesting.
ここはアストリア王国の首都回廊都市マルガです
そうなんだ。君はキリカさんだよね。
キリカトワ・アルマウェルラントより参りましたディーバ・マギカですどうぞキリカとお呼びください
わかった。よろしくキリカ。そういえば君の歌からは何か不思議な力を感じたけど、ディーバマギカって
はいドラゴンの心とその存在を感じ取り彼らの意志を世の人々に伝えるそれが本来ディーバマギカの役目です遥かな昔たくさんのドラゴンが健在だった頃人々は歌をルーンソングを通じてドラゴンとの交流を行っていましたドラゴンが滅びた今そのような交わりは失われましたがルーンソングが忘れられることはなく現在まで歌い継いできたものがディーバマギカですディーバマギカとなる者は幼い頃からドラゴンについての教えを受け正しく歌えるようにさまざまな修練を重ねておりますただそのルーンソングを届ける相手がいないことに私は寂しさを感じていたのですがまさか光龍様にお会いできる日が来るとは世界のどこかで眠りについていると聞かされて以来ずっと私は光龍様に憧れ続けていましただから
Damn, she's dragon sexual.
本当に嬉し
That's
く
why I can't trust elf women. Rock and stone!
いえ失礼いたしました光龍様至らぬところもあるかと存じますがこれより先おそばで仕えさせてください
それはいいけどキリカ僕は光龍じゃないんだ僕の名前は
え 分かっております。ユーマ様こそ光龍様であるということは。
僕が光龍ね。まあいいか。それでもこうして好意を向けてくれるんならそれだけで僕は嬉しいよ。
おはようキリカ。あのお兄ちゃんの様子は。
More elves, more problems.
あれがこの宿屋海猫亭の娘でプリムラという子です。まもなく店主のエマさんもいらっしゃるでしょう。ほらお母さん。
あらあら。
あら。
呼びかけても起きないから心配していたのよ。
そうだったんだ。それはどうもありがとうございました。
姫様も下でお待ちよ。朝食も用意してあるから詳しいお話はそちらでね。
姫様？
下へ参りましょう光龍様。そうすればお分かりになります。おはよう。昨べは大変だったわね。疲れは残ってない？
No.
どうしたの？ポカーンとしちゃって。
He's like, you're not an elf.
姫様が
I thought it was an elf hell.
できたんだけど。
姫？ああ、もうエマさん、町にいる間は姫様はやめてって言ったじゃない。
あらあら、うっかりしていたわ。ごめんなさい。
じゃあやっぱりソニアが姫様？
And I'm a fucking dragon. Dragon supersedes princessdom. We are higher on the food chain, literally. Just eat her.
それじゃあまあ。
I mean, not unless we want to start a war, but that just mean more food.
改めましてご挨拶を。私がアストリア
These Astorians are gonna be a problem.
それはどうも。僕はユーマ・イルバーンです。
Do you think Smaug bowed before Sauron? No! He's trying to get Smaug on his side.
もうなんでそんな風に。
Oh, damn.
昨日と同じようにソニアと呼んで
He's
くれればいいから。
possessed by a dragon?
ごめん。でもどう
And
して
he's
王子様が
excised
こん
to
なところに？
dragondom.
こんなところで悪かったわね。うちはドラグナーのみんなが集うこの町で一番の宿なのに。そんなに怒らないでプリムラ。それでねユーマ、ここで暮らすドラグナーたちの世話係として私も一緒に宿泊してるのよ。
ドラグナーってキリカやあのエクセラって人のことなんですか？
Inside all of us is some dragon that an elf woman wants to rip out of our souls.
私は違うの。いつかドラグナーになれるように修練を積んでる最中って感じかな。ところでねユーマ、これからのことなんだけど。
Our plan is to stare at how well your rack is framed, Sonia.
ソニア、とにかく光龍様をお城にお連れしませんか？詳しいお話はそこで王様からの方が。そうね、そうしましょう。ユーマ、一緒に来てくれる？
王様に会うなんて少し緊張するけど、どうせ僕には身を寄せる先もないし。分かった。どこにでも行くよ。
My God. we've had 3 minutes of gameplay. And this King Al? Well, how do you do, Al, my boy?
城に参られたな、ユーマ殿。
はい。
そう固くなる。
Your daughter has a killer rack.
ユーマで構わんかな。
ええ、それで結構です。
ではユーマ、早速だが、そなたにここまで来てもらったのには
理由、交流のことですか。
察しておったか。そうだ、そのことなのだ。だが我々は帝国のようにそなたを閉じ込めたり拷問めいた扱いをする気は毛頭ない。そのことだけは最初に分かっておいてほしい。全てはそなたの気持ち一つ。我々の頼みを聞くも聞かぬもそなたの自由なのだ。その上でお願いするが、どうか我々に交流の力を貸してはもらえんだろうか。我が国は10年近くの間、大陸から海を渡ってくる帝国軍の侵略にさらされ、国土のかなりの部分を掌握されてしまった。
Bummer. Bummer, Al. Sounds like a real pickle.
堅固な城壁のおかげで今のところ安全だが、これから先どうなるかは分からない。
Do you know King Clive?
それに帝国軍に占領された地域の民はかなり過酷な扱いを受けているとの情報もある。私は国王として民を救わねばならんのだ。
それはわかります。帝国のやっていることは、タッケイルリッツ監獄では残酷な実験が行われているのをいろいろと見ました。
ならばぜひ力を貸してもらえぬか。今交流の力がアストリアに加われば、帝国をアルフヘイムから追い払うこともできよう。
僕もあんなことはやめさせたい。でも交流の力は使ってはいけないんです。
交流の力は悪いものではない
Thank you for coming back to the frame.
私とキリカを助けてくれたんだもの。
悪いものではないかもしれない。
もうじれったいわね。交流の力はあなたにとって何なの？
それはだから
I have no information to back up any sort of informed
もっと自信を持って。
thing. What am I trying to say? Informed decision.
そんなことじゃ私たちだって納得なんかできないわ。それにあなたの方も。
Lady, this is my first day on the job.
いい加減にしなさい。そうやって攻め立てては。
Al's got my back. Al knows what's up. Al knows what it is to be a man in these dire times.
別にそんなつもりは。いえ、そうね。ちょっと言い過ぎ
I'm
た。
joining the emperor, the empire after that. Display of vulgarity, young lady.
お父様。差し出がましい行いをしてしまったこと、心よりお詫びいたします。それにユーマもごめんなさいね。あなたにだって
Yeah, she wants me to use my power, all right.
あるはずなのに。
いや、いいんだ。僕の方こそ。
そうだな。だが
Everybody, we're all at a crisis of faith. We're all depressed.
助け出されてすぐこのようなことを切り出されたのでは、心の整理がつかぬのも無理はない。
Imagine one day you wake up and you're a fucking dragon, and the next day, some chick is like, become the dragon and smite our enemies. And it's like, lady, who the fuck are you? We just met.
この件は後で改めて話し合うとしよう。そ
Hell
な
yeah.
たとはいえ、その程度の時間はある。しばらくはこの町に
That sounds like the proper good
ゆっくりと
ending.
考えた上で
Calling it
改
now.
めて答えを聞かせてくれ。ユーマ、それでよいかな。
Yuma.
はい、わかりました。 王様がそうおっしゃるんなら。
Yum. No, is it playable? Whoop out the dragon in private. Not in front of your dad. That's weird. I know this is ancient times where they want to make sure, but they can trust us. Is she gonna follow us? Okay. Slightly independently, cool. Oh, what was that Chinese sword game I need to go back to? Chinese Paladin. I forgot about that fucking game. Alright, we're just gonna run around here for a second in this Suikoden 3 town. Is there a save? Right, our objective here is to find a save point because Return of the King must happen. Right now the game looks okay. Right now this looks fine. Yeah. Nice sheen on the characters, anime as fuck. It's a fucking... What is that, a pigeon? Alright. What the fuck is this? It's a chest. Is this Monster Hunter? Can we eat here? Get closer, woman. Oh, can I first person view? Hold on. Damn it. No! Get over here. Come here. There we go. Get you nice and in frame. Here. Hold on, there's a lot of empty space. I need to get you like, there we go. Oh, that's not bad. Thank you. Pose for me. Right at the end of the stream. Very good, woman. She knows what my plan is. But now we are vaguely in Pokemon Scarlet. I don't know why this reminded me of that for a second. The water. Alright. Sonia, where is there a save point so I can make a thumbnail and play Return of the King? Show me. Show me the way. Damn it. We're gonna walk into another oh, it's her! Damn it! Why won't she come with us? Uh-oh. This is high pressure. Oh, in the inn? Damn, she's gonna be a tough nut to crack, Sonya. This is why you can't trust elves. Alright, the inn. We came out of the castle, right? What's this? Oh, I need to talk to her. Not yet, there's a save point. We made it, we beat the game. I might return to this, but there's work to be done. We do work. work. Where there's a whip, there's a way. Return of the King within half an hour. Rock and roll.